My name is Din Cherike. I grew up a very religious Orthodox Jew. At the age of 21, I received a letter from the High Rabbinical Court in Israel. And they state, Din, you might not be Jewish anymore. We went to my mother, asking her, what's the deal with it? Thing is, we're German Jews. Your great-grandma fled the Nazis. She ended up in Israel right before the foundation of Israel. They asked her, what is your religion? And she said, I'm a Christian. Being blonde and blue eyes, she thought to herself, if the Arab will win in the independence war, she might get to live another day. After the army, I just hopped on a plane and ended up in South America. It was only the third day that I found this heavy burden of maybe not being a Jew anymore. I was on a trek. I didn't plan anything, but I started talking to God. And all of a sudden I asked him, why do you take me out of your people? Why do you kick me out? I want you to come down here and explain yourself. And he did. All of a sudden, I hear a strange voice that wasn't familiar to me. And he says, Din, why are you accusing me of all of this? And I start shaking, and he saw it. And immediately he said, don't worry. And I feel this very big warm hug and all of my anxiety like washing away from me. And he says, I'm coming to you. I took up my diary, my journal, and I wrote Yeshua. As an Orthodox Jew, I didn't know it was a name back then. After 4 months, I got back to Israel. One night, I was scrolling on Facebook, and all of a sudden, Yeshua. Something clicked in my mind. I said, that sounds familiar. I went into the video. They were speaking about the most famous Jewish guy who changed the course of history. And he says, it's Yeshua. You might know him as Jesus, the Christian guy. While I was in South America, my sister and aunt went to Europe and find evidence of this great-grandma to be Jew, and we got her Judaism back. I look at her and I say, God, why did you have to bring the Christian guy again? I'm an Israeli. On one hand, I never heard those kind of things about Jesus. On the other hand, I was filled with rage because I think someone is trying to fool me, and I will not be fooled by this Christian guy who invented up a new religion, whatever. I'll take the New Testament and I'll cross-reference it with my own Jewish Tanakh, and I'll prove that this Jesus guy is a fraud. There was a site that was willing to give New Testament for free. I got the copy, and as soon as I opened it, I feel the same presence I had in South America. And it says, Din, read, it's about me. Everything that I read was on point, was true. At the end of 2 weeks, I read through the whole New Testament, and now I was in a big problem because I'm the only Jew who believes in Jesus by that point, right? 2 months went by, and I got a call from a guy from Jews for Jesus. And he says, hey, my name is Aviel. I asked him so many questions about this Jesus guy, and am I the only Jew now who believes in Jesus? He says, no, we actually have a congregation, a kehillah, right next to your house. I went to church, I went to kehillah, and it started with worship. And it was amazing. My heart felt so opening, and I felt that this is my place. I don't understand anything, but I need to be here. So after a year, this pastor came and he had a sermon about forgiveness. Forgiveness for others and forgiveness to yourself. And the part of forgiving to others, I loved every word that came out of this guy's mouth. He spoke right into my heart. He continued on with his sermon, and now he's speaking about forgiveness to yourself. And I tell you now, I hated every word that came out of this guy's mouth because he doesn't know me. He doesn't know what I've done to people. So I was like this, just sitting at the church, and this lady, she saw something is wrong with me. And she said, Din, how come you don't understand that he forgave you as well? I fell on my knees and I understood that he forgave me as well. I said to him, God, I'm giving my life to you. In that moment onwards, I'm walking with the Lord, and I gave my life fully to Jesus. Amen.